So the proposal that's on the table for consultation is that Milngavie Primary School will be joined with Clober Primary School on the Clober site. And the question is, what is best for our children and the children of Milngavie in the long term? And it's this issue which always must take primacy. Thank you. I was working slowly. The members of the initial working group are named there. Jerry, who's just spoken to you, Gillian and Peter McIver, myself, the only who's just agreed to press the button, Gordon Dempster and Aspasia Hargreaves. And we set up this meeting to canvass your opinion and to initiate action within what has been an extremely short time span available for consultation. So the background information that we've managed to obtain from information on the internet, if you'd like to come forward, there's about 4 or 5 seats here if anybody wants to come forward. Okay, happy, fine. Thank you. Is that the consultation period is just the month of January, and we have until the 4th of February to feed back to the Council our views. Thank you. And it's the East Dunbartonshire Option Identification Exercise and report number DI 156-12, which you can get from the East Dunbartonshire website if you so wish, which I was succinctly summarising here. The aim is to deliver educational benefits. This must be fundable and financially viable. The maximum size for any new school that is built will be 3 classes per year group, as I understand it from the paperwork. They didn't quite put it that way, but I think that's what it's meant. And the most advantageous site will be centred, as far as is practical, within the heart of the wider communities of East Dunbartonshire, like this one. They state that the landlocked sites are non-viable because of lack of green space, and any refurbishment costs have been set at a level of renewal. My interpretation of that was that, but we're corrected if I'm wrong, is that if the refurbishment cost would be, if you had to refurbish this school, you would refurbish it at the cost of renewal of this school. And I'm not sure whether that is an appropriate form of costing and is open to question if that interpretation is correct. And obviously, the reason for the review is it must meet the goals of the Curriculum for Excellence, which are, oh, it's going backwards too. And the school rolls are falling, and it must fulfil the requirements of the current financial constraints. And the next line should be popping up automatically. The choice is between unlocking the investment in our primary schools by merging some of them, or continuing with the school estate with minimal investment. And this is from Jo Swinson's correspondence with us and her website. Thank you. This is just a succinct, small collection of the data with respect to Clober and Milngavie, concerning the capacity, the current school roll, the statement of under-occupancy, the projected 2020 roll, and the projected under-occupancy by 2020. And the figures which are highlighted are the 48% under-occupancy of Clober School and the 27% under-occupancy of Milngavie School. The question where the asterisk is on Milngavie relates to classroom use, because there are 2 classrooms in this school which are not classrooms but are specialist rooms, one for computing and one for science. So if they have been included in the equation, then those figures are incorrect. If they haven't, then they may well be correct. And another question is, do these figures include the Kilmerdinny West Park development of 500 homes, which I'm guessing may well feed in this direction? Another point is that the figures are singular figures and are not quoted as ranges, because you can't estimate to a singular figure. One needs to estimate to